Hi guys, this is Prince KB Moses, and you are listening to, or you are tuned in to Cream Radio. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic that people have asked me to talk about, and it's about healing after cheating. Cheating these days in this age has become a common thing. In the olden days, cheating was more aligned to the male species, but today both species cheat, and it's terrible to what extent this can go. And most people I've talked to have confessed that the feeling of betrayal or cheating is such an intense emotion that it breaks you into pieces. Most victims ask why, and others have some kind of anger, resentment, and bitterness that even scares me when I listen to them talk. I can never trust him or her again. He's a dog. She's a B-word, those kind of things. But one thing I must tell you is, if after cheating you still feel that you can build something up, I just want you to know that it's a bumpy ride. It's not a 1 day, a 1 week event and boom, everything will back to normal. No. But essentially, the most critical part of this is all the partners must be willing, especially the one who has been hurt. He or she must be willing to give it a chance, genuinely willing to give a chance. And I would like to let my listener to know that restoring trust is not a feeling, it's an action. Because by the time you decide to restore trust, it's already broken. So at that point, what functions is not the feeling, but it is the choice. It is the action. So it's that action that is going to restore you back to the feeling. Both of you parties have to follow specific things or agree to specific things for your relationship to work again. There is what a man, the betrayer, should do, or the woman, and there is what the betrayed should do. So let me start with the betrayer. Number one, the betrayer must be honest. Since after everything has come out in the open and it is now known that you have cheated, you need to be honest. You need to disclose every detail of the relationship. And you need to uniquely, according to your relationship and how you know your person, find mechanisms to show remorse. Because that is one of the most powerful things that will quicken the healing process. And then obviously, being a betrayer, it doesn't mean that you are not traumatized or emotionally or psychologically affected. So you must also find a way to deal with the trauma. Because people will know you're a cheater. This is how it affects you at home. If it went beyond your bedroom and it's in the family and it's in the church, it's in the community, it's in the mosque, it's in the temple, there's a trauma that is associated with that, and it brings low self-esteem. It brings a lot of mixed things that if you also don't work out on yourself, you will end up ruining the process. And then you must be willing to answer and ask any question. A betrayer must be willing to answer any question, because failure or refusal to answer questions pertaining the matter means there is still something you are clinching onto on the other side of the bridge, which it will send a bad signal to the healing process of your relationship. Then one most powerful thing you must do is to end, and I mean end the affair completely. That will do yourself a very big favor, because not ending the affair now puts you on a double-edged places you on a double-edged sword where both sides of the sword chops you every day. And it's dangerous, and it can take you to a place that you can never return from. Then apologize in a sincere way. Most betrayers find it hard to apologize in a sincere way, especially when they feel they were also attacked or ashamed, or feel the way they were exposed or the way the matter is being handled was not necessary. They will have remorse, they will apologize, but it will not come out as a genuine apology because it's mixed with anger towards the other person because of how they handled the matter. But you see, that does not matter anymore, because at the end of the day, you are the person, the betrayer, you are the one who caused the problem. So face the reality, the truth has come out, whichever way it came out, whoever, it doesn't matter how many people know, but now the most crucial thing, if you guys or you people really love each other, it's time for you to, show remorse sincerely. And then do not repeat it again. Don't promise the other party that you won't repeat it just for the sake. But as you say that word, make that promise to yourself. Because the most crucial person that needs an assurance is you, not the partner. Because once you assure yourself, you will not do it. And then another thing the betrayer should do is focus on transparency. Transparency restores faith. Where you are, what you're doing, people you talk to on phone, if it's too extreme and the person even wants to see your messages, let them do it, because it helps in restoring faith. You get. And then have checks and balances at the end of the day. How did I behave today? What did I say? Did she say something that angered me? How did I approach this situation? So when you create checks and balances for yourself as a betrayer every day, it will help you maneuver through the process. And thus you don't get to a point where you are offending the betrayed, or you're making them feel that you're just still taking them for a ride and you're not truly remorseful. Now, I want to go to the betrayed. Now, the betrayed, the first thing I would like to tell you is be kind to yourself. Cry a bit, tear a bit, but be kind to yourself. Don't punish yourself with stress, because that is another sickness to bring another complication that the healing process now cannot solve, because you might end up having ulcers. You might end up having many other issues, and it will make the situation worse. And then second thing you should do, express your feelings and avoid accusation. Express your feelings. Don't say you're a dog, you're a loose belt. I hear when people come to me for counseling, I hear most of these things. Some people even want to fight in front of me. It's crazy. But it's good to express your feelings, using words like, what you did really hurt me, and such kind of things that show that you are respectfully addressing your emotional health in regard to your availability and commitment to healing together and mending the relationships and moving on. And then again, avoid the memories, avoid the flashbacks, because some of you maybe saw a message, saw some nude pics, maybe you got them red-handed. It takes a lot of time for those to leave, but keep yourself busy doing, if it's not work, watch a movie. If it's not watch a movie, pray, go to the mosque if you're a guy, if you're a lady, if you're a Christian, go and pray, go, find something to do, because the moment you're idle and just seated, the memories will come and it will hinder steps or the progress, because for 3 days you will go 5 steps ahead, and then 30 minutes of being solo and alone brings you back to zero.